Hello friends, welcome to yet another session of Keep Moving Movement. I love stories, and this particular story brings a huge smile on my face every time I think about it. It seems ages ago, a Zen master was sitting by a riverbank and was deeply meditating. A student arrived near him, touched his feet. The master opened his eyes and looked at him with a lot of love. The student said, "Master, I want to become your student." The master asked him, "Why?" The student said, "Because I wished that I become enlightened. I become wise like you." The next moment, the master leapt to his feet, grabbed the student's collar, took him to the river and put his head inside the water for 1 whole minute. The student started panting, beating his hands and legs. After a minute, the master pulled him out, gave him a few minutes to come back to normal, and then asked, "When your head was inside the water, what did you desire for the most?" The student looked at the master as if, "Why are you asking me such an obvious question?" and replied, "Of course, air." The master said, "When your desire to learn will be as much as your desire for air when you were in the water, then come back to me. That will be the right time for you to become my student." What does this story teach us? 2 things. Am I ready to be a student? And 2, air and breath is an inseparable part of human life. Without it, we cannot live life to the fullest. And with it, we can discover and explore the magic of life. Our history is full of people who are great leaders, brave dreamers, fierce warriors, and passionate, compassionate human beings. And you know what made them that? Each one of them realized their power of the breathing and harnessed it to the fullest. If I can ensure I breathe well, I can live well. This is what our Vedas have mentioned centuries ago. To live well, breathe well. And isn't that what we see in this movie Kung Fu Panda? I'm sure you would have seen it. This black and white roly-poly panda, first very scared, eating only noodles and chopping vegetables, and then goes on to become the chosen one when he harnesses the power from within him. Whatever may be my situation, whatever may be my physical appearance, if I can learn to harness my power from within me, I can become a great leader, a brave dreamer, a fierce warrior, a passionate human being. In that movie Kung Fu Panda, that panda, did he for the first day realize his power? No, he didn't. He needed to practice it, to harness it. The same is with our breathing. If I can practice to breathe well, I will be able to harness my power well. There are different kinds of breathing patterns that we go through. See, when I am angry, how will I breathe? See, I have to tell my brother, "तूने मेरे ice cream कैसे खा ली?" And I'm very upset because I really wanted it. How will I say, "तूने मेरे ice cream को हाथ कैसे लगाया?" But when I'm calm and composed, I will ask my brother, why did you touch my ice cream? Here, my breathing is very normal and deep. It ensures I remain positive and calm. In the Vedas, it is also mentioned, my life is not decided by the years I live. It is decided by the breaths I take. And this is so well shown in nature. Have you seen a dog? How does it breathe? Fast. How long does a dog live? 15 years? 16 years? Max to max 17 years? Elephant? I'm sure none of you would have observed the rise and fall of the elephant's stomach when it is breathing. It seems the elephant's memory is very, very sharp and deep. There's so many times my mother tells me, हत्ती का दिमाग है कुछ भूलती नहीं है. How long does an elephant live? Some say 80 years, some say 90 years. Good long life. And tortoise? The last I heard, I still have to verify it, that one tortoise lives for 350 years. It breathes the slowest amongst all living species in the world. When I breathe deep, I breathe long, I can live long. Now, how do I practice my breathing? Very simple breathing techniques, which we are going to discuss today. And I'm very, very sure if we practice this, we will be able to harness our power. What are the benefits of breathing well? These wonderful breathing techniques will help you to be focused, composed, courageous, healthy, graceful, forgiving, attentive, positive, resilient, and peaceful. What more can you and I want to harness our powers? Let's move on to the first technique. Breathing technique that we will practice today is breath of the adventurer. What does this breathing technique help us with? It helps us to face our fears. It is rightly said, the biggest fears are actually the biggest opportunities. The biggest fears are actually the biggest opportunities. When I practice the breath of the adventurer, I take my first steps towards developing into a person who is willing to face my fears. Breath of the adventurer. How do we practice this breathing? Let's do it together. Take a comfortable position. Sit either on the floor or the chair or stand. No lying down, huh? Otherwise you will go off to total relaxation for some time. So take your position, sit comfortably, have your back straight, your head straight. Now close your eyes. For a few seconds, now let us just breathe in and breathe out normally. No forceful thinking, just normal breathing in and breathing out. As the air enters your nose, there will be a small whoosh sound that it creates. Attempt to listen to that sound. Now you are in total connection with your breathing in and your breathing out. Now inhale through your nose. Fill your stomach with air. Fill your chest with air. And now hold it for 3 counts without breathing it out. 1, 2, 3. Now gently release your air. And push out all the possible air from your stomach. Feel your stomach absolutely deflated and flat towards your spine. Hold on for a moment and then breathe again. Deep inhalation. Fill your stomach. Fill your chest. Now hold. 1, 2, 3. Now you can exhale, pushing out every ounce of breath from inside your stomach. Hold. Relax. This is how we practice the breath of the adventurer. It involves inhalation, holding for 3 counts, and exhalation. Again inhalation, holding for 3 counts, and exhalation. If this kind of breathing is what appeals to you, do ensure you do it for 7 times. Take your time and do it. Gently open your eyes. Have a smile on your face. And you can feel extremely proud of yourself because you have taken your first step on the amazing journey of becoming an adventurer. You are now ready for an adventure. If you were feeling any fear before you began this process, you will find you are now a bit relaxed and you are willing to face the fear. Let's move on to the next technique. It's called the breath of the ocean for overcoming frustration and irritation. It is said, when you master your emotions, you master your responses. Isn't it true? When we are in the sway of negative emotions, so many times we say and do things which we regret later on. Simple way to be able to convert our reactions into positive responses is by controlling our breathing. So let's practice the breath of the ocean. Now how do you do this? Simple. Get back to your comfortable position, seated on the floor or the chair or standing. And this time we do breathing by making a little sound. So the inhalation and the exhalation, both, we will produce some sounds. So in inhalation, how do I do it? And exhalation, as if you're blowing out the air. I'm sure you all would have gone through that experience. You know that shell is there near the ocean on the beach. When you put it to your ear, you hear the sound of the ocean. Now as you breathe out, that's exactly what you need to imagine. As if you are making the sound of the waves in the ocean. So let's practice it. Sit down, close your eyes. Now let's breathe in and breathe out. Let's do it together thrice and then move on. You ready? Let's start. Keeping your eyes closed. Sit relaxed. Just experience the freshness that is reverberating in your face and your nostrils. For a couple of minutes, just be peaceful. And now, very, very gently, please open your eyes. Feel the relaxation of the ocean wash over you. Smile effortlessly. Thank you for doing this process so well. The breath of the bee is my favorite process. Why? It makes me feel very silly. The dictionary meaning of silly is HAPPY. This breathing technique makes me feel very, very happy. Let's practice it. How do we do this? Again, sit in a comfortable position. Close your eyes. Arey wait, don't close. First see and then we'll do it together. Close your eyes. As you exhale, you just make a simple sound of the humming of the bee. How does the bee hum? This is the sound that you need to make. But we have to ensure we do this while we are exhaling. For a little variation, what we can do is, as we are doing the humming, just move your jaws. Keep your lips closed and move your jaws. Exactly. This is what makes me feel very silly. So, you do it like this. See? Doesn't it make you feel like a child again? So let's practice it together. We'll do 3 rounds of it. Baithiye. Close your eyes. Take in a deep inhalation. Let's practice humming. Take in a deep inhalation again. Let's start. For the last time, inhale. And let's do it together. Just keep your eyes closed for a few more seconds. Very, very gently, please open your eyes. Didn't it make you feel very happy? This is the breath of the bee. The last breathing technique that we will practice for today is called the breath of the cosmos. This breathing technique is important for driving away guilt, shame, and sadness. Negative emotions kill your potential, and hence this breath of cosmos will help us drive away all these negative emotions. To practice this, let's go back to the first breathing technique that we had discussed. What did we do there? We took in an inhalation, filled our stomach, filled our chest, held it for 3 counts, and then exhaled. Close your eyes. Let's do that for 2 rounds, and then I'll explain to you what to do next. So take your comfortable position, close your eyes, take in a deep inhalation, and exhale. One more time, deep inhalation. Feel yourself filling your stomach with air, your chest with air. Feel full and exhale. And now feel totally your stomach muscles contracting within. Now what do you do further? Take in a deep inhalation. Fill your stomach, fill your chest. As you hold your breath, imagine those few moments where you would have felt sad, irritated, frustrated, and imagine it's forming a circle of dust right in front of your nostrils. Black smoky dust ball. And now as you exhale, exhale through your mouth as if you're blowing this dust ball far away from you. Inhale. As you're holding, imagine your negative emotions becoming this black smoky dust ball. Exhale through your mouth and throw it far away. One more time. Inhale. Dust ball right in front of your nostrils. Blow it as you exhale with your breath away from you. Keeping your eyes closed, relax. Don't you feel relieved that you've actually thrown it away from you? Regular practice of this breathing technique can ensure all those incidents that happen in our life which are not in our control, which make us go through negative emotions, we don't let them stay in us, but we push them out far, far away. Very, very gently, please open your eyes. Smile, compulsory. Thank you. As a young child, one thing that fascinated me was this dust storm that used to develop. I used to stay in a very close community, and just before monsoons, there are times when the dust starts whirling together and it keeps spiraling up, and there used to be leaves and petals and flowers that would scatter all around and make the environment dirty. I learnt in science that the center of the dust storm is always in control. Even though the leaves and the flowers are rotating and get scattered and spoil the surroundings, the center remains very powerful. In your and my life, such situations are going to continue to come. Some rejections from friends, some failures, our loved ones not understanding us, self-doubt. They will come. They will form the dust storm. You and I have to decide to be that epicenter and be very strong and be in control. These very simple breathing techniques, practiced on a daily basis, how much time will it take? It's a breath of adventurer. Breathe in, hold for 3 counts, breathe out. Even if I do 10 rounds, I wouldn't take more than 1.5 minutes. But 1.5 minutes of practicing one breathing technique regularly can make you and can make me a brave leader, a brave dreamer, a brave warrior, and a very, very compassionate human being. I pray each one of you gives yourself a simple chance to practice at least one technique for a minimum of 21 days and help yourself discover the magic of the power that resides within you. Wish you all the best. Loads of love. Thank you.
Dear friends, to view more such inspirational videos, subscribe to this channel by pressing the bell icon. Wish you a great learning and growth-oriented experience. Thank you.